Hey there, everybody. It is meteorologist Terry Swails. It's a Sunday afternoon. You're on tswails.com, and we are now completing an exceptional week of weather around the Midwest. Every single day, we've seen below normal temperatures, and actually 3 record lows established this week here in the Quad Cities. And as you can see, July across the middle of the nation running way below normal temperature-wise. Many spots, including the Quad Cities, 5 to as much as 8 degrees below what's typical at this time of year. And this is the warmest time of the year, so if you're going to do this, this is the time to get her done. Here in the Quad Cities, up to this point in July, we're running 6.2 degrees below normal. The average temperature to this date, 69.6 degrees. That does not sound much like July. So Mr. Heat Miser has not been a factor this summer. Certainly not this July, but he has scheduled a visit to the Midwest and will arrive later tomorrow afternoon and be in here in full force as we get towards Tuesday. Already, heat advisories have been issued for portions of northwestern Iowa and up into the Dakotas and Minnesota. In fact, you go up around Minneapolis, and there's actually a heat warning in effect as we get towards early next week. And there could be some spots up there that get heat index values of around 105 to 110 degrees. And I do expect these advisories to be issued further east into eastern Iowa and western Illinois. And here in the Quad Cities, I'm thinking we'll have our first 90-degree temperature. If not Monday, we should definitely do it on Tuesday. And here's why. The storm track is going to start to shift in from the southwest, and that will allow some heat and humidity that's building under an intense heat dome to work its way out into the Midwest tomorrow and be over us in full force then, as I mentioned, on Tuesday. And it looks to me like that's going to be the hottest day over eastern Iowa and western Illinois. And you can see the temperature anomalies running 6 to 8 degrees above normal as we get towards Tuesday, and with normal highs up there around 86 degrees. That should put us well over 90 here in the Quad Cities. And in fact, if you look at the model here, this is the high-res NAM. It's got us at 94 degrees for the high temperature on Tuesday afternoon. Along with that, look at these dew points. It has some over 80 degrees in east central Iowa. So you take temperatures in the low to mid-90s and put dew points in the upper 70s to around 80, and that is going to be exceptionally sultry weather. I would say the heat index values could be close to 108 to 110 degrees in some locations. So this is going to be some real intense heat, and certainly the hottest temperatures of the season so far. The other thing that happens when you get that much heat and that much humidity is that you get a lot of instability. And these are the CAPE values that are expected to be seen around the Midwest, especially Iowa and Illinois, down into northern Missouri, on Tuesday afternoon, and the CAPEs are over 5,000 joules. That's extreme instability, and we're going to be punching a front on through here as we get towards Tuesday evening. So there is going to be the possibility of some active thunderstorms, perhaps some severe ones, and some locally heavy rains as that comes on through here. And here is the simulated radar as we get into Tuesday evening. And you can see thunderstorms are shown breaking out over eastern Iowa. So if this happens, and it certainly appears to be a good possibility, we'll have to watch for the possibility of some severe weather as we get towards late Tuesday afternoon or evening. Then the front goes on by, and the heat gets knocked back to the west. And so now you're looking at Wednesday, and we've already switched into a northwest flow on the upper level winds here. And once again, some cooler and drier air will return to the Midwest. And after another front actually comes on through here later in the week, next week, that'll actually gouge out a massive trough once again, and we've got ourselves right back into a situation where we could once again see some record cool temperatures around portions of the upper Midwest. Certainly readings are going to be way below what's normal. In fact, as you go out to the 27th of July here, there's the temperature anomalies, and there's some readings in Iowa there that are up to 20 to 24 degrees below what is typical, and once again that could mean some readings in the upper 60s to low 70s. So while it's going to get very, very hot around here later Monday and especially on Tuesday, it will be a short-term aspect of our weather as we once again bring back cool conditions to close out the month of July. It's going to end out the way it started out. And we'll also watch closely, too, for those active thunderstorms that could be around the Midwest sometime Monday and Tuesday as the heat gets broken by a strong cold front then. But for now, it's another nice day around the Midwest. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. Thanks for visiting tswails.com. And as always, roll weather.